So before we start to get into the scripture, I want to tell you yet again another personality trait about me. One thing you need to know about me is I hate having difficult conversations. If I ever get in an argument or a fight or there's some kind of misunderstanding, I would rather ignore that situation even existed. I would rather pretend that I don't exist than to take that head on. And so this is very important because a couple of weeks ago, I was in a situation where I really needed to have a conversation with one of my friends. So I was sharing this struggle that I was having with two of my other friends, and they urged me to do the right thing and just be upfront and have this conversation. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I'd be like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it. And they'd be like, please, you can do it. And they started to be this huge hype team for me. They were like, just send this person a text message so that you can talk to them in person. I was like, I won't do it, I won't. And they sat with me, helped me type out the text, and then made me press send. They were even gonna take my phone away so that they would go send and I couldn't run away. And it was so great to have a group of friends who had my back. And you might be wondering, how does this relate to the martyrdom that we read about of the mother and her 7 sons? This is a story that we read where a mother and her 7 sons stand up for their faith in the God that they believe in against an evil king. And every time I read this, the themes come up of bravery, of courage, of standing up for your faith. But I think there's also an underrated virtue in this scripture, and that is the scripture value of friendship and encouragement. It says that when the first son was martyred, that he acted bravely, but that his mother and all of his brothers gathered around and spoke words of encouragement to him. It says that they reminded him that his earthly home was nothing compared to the glory that was waiting for him in heaven. Now that is the mark of a true friend. Just like my friends encouraged me to have a difficult conversation, to do something, yes, way smaller than being martyred, but something I found super scary. In this reading, these brothers encouraged their friend to face their fears, and the way that they encouraged them to face their fears was through reminding them that our eternal destiny is in heaven. It is a huge blessing to be able to have friends that remind me that this life is not all that I'm made for, that remind me that heaven is real and that it's worth making sacrifices for. So I know right now in your life, every single person has something that they really want to strive for, really want to do, want to dare greatly for, but they're too afraid. My encouragement for you this week is that you would find yourself a band of 7 brothers, and maybe it's even this small group. And what I want you to do is I want you to take whatever that struggle is, whatever that fear is, whatever you really want to strive for but are too afraid to go after, and I want you to share that with the people around you. And let's say someone shares that with you, then I want you to hype them up. I want you to remind them that they are made for an eternal destiny, that they are awesome and wonderful and made in God's image. And I want you to support them and give them the strength to do incredible, amazing, and world-changing things. If your friends at home hype you up to do something amazing this week, we would also love to hype you up. So if you're gonna dare greatly this week, share something in the comments so we can support you. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys next week.